Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Monday, May 8th, 2017. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Embracing climate-smart agriculture to achieve food security is the theme for the 2017 edition of Agriculture Awareness Month. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Eric Evelyn, outlined one of the activities that will take place tomorrow, Tuesday, May 9th.
The produce that will be on sale tomorrow, we'll have onions going for $1 a pound. We'll have pumpkins for $1 a pound. We'll have sweet pepper. We have both the green as well as the colored sweet pepper. We have butternut squash and we have some green bananas. So persons are asked to take advantage of the sale this Tuesday as well as all Tuesdays during the month of May.
Evelyn also spoke about a rodent control workshop which will also take place tomorrow.
We are doing that workshop in collaboration with TDC, and we want to thank TDC for providing the facilitator for that workshop. That workshop will be held at the Department of Agriculture at Prospect from 9:30 until 11:30 tomorrow, Tuesday.
The month of activities started with the annual Indian Castle Fishing Tournament held at Indian Castle Bay on the 1st of May, a sale of produce at the public market on Tuesday, 2nd May, and a church service at Crossroad Community Church on May 7th, 2017. International Red Cross Day is celebrated annually on May 8th and is this year being held under the theme Everywhere for Everyone. President of the St. Kitts and Nevis Red Cross is Spencer Hanley.
The International Red Cross and Red Crescent movement, which operate in 190 countries, support millions of people around the world every year in times of conflict, natural disaster, and crisis. Millions of Red Cross and Red Crescent staff and volunteers around the world reach more than 160 million people every year by providing a diverse and innovative range of humanitarian services to vulnerable communities. Here in St. Kitts and Nevis, we reach more than 5,000 people while building stronger communities through Zika training, water safety training, first aid, CPR, and AED training, relief distribution in and out of disaster season.
Hanley outlined one of the activities held for International Red Cross Day.
On the occasion of World Red Cross Day this year, we celebrate the achievements of our volunteers and staff, whose services ensure that we keep our commitment to humanity. We will celebrate with church services, recognition award ceremony for long-standing volunteers, and a public forum in Memorial Square, Charlestown, on Friday, May 12th, from 12 noon to 4 p.m.
President of the St. Kitts and Nevis Red Cross Society, Spencer Hanley. The Nevis Electricity Company during the next few months will have their generating capacity further bolstered with the delivery and installation of a new generating set. Minister with responsibility for electricity, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, and 2 engineers from NEVLEC in March traveled to Finland to observe testing of the set, which is just under 4 megawatts. Minister Jeffers, while appearing on Government at Work, gave this update.
The generator has been shipped already. It was shipped on the 20th of April. That was, I believe, 2 Thursdays ago. So that is en route to Nevis, and we expect to have it arriving in Nevis around the 28th of May. So it takes about 6 weeks to get here. So around the 28th of May, it should be here. And now civil works will start sometime later this week or possibly by next week. We're hoping some civil works at the plant here in Prospect would start. As a matter of fact, containers have started arriving with some of the material that will be used during the civil works to be done. We expect the mechanical and electrical installation and engineering work to start somewhere around the 23rd of May. So that is in a couple of weeks. So we're moving very quickly. Just last year we were talking about purchasing, but now we have already purchased and the engine is en route to Nevis, so it is time for all of the necessary civil works and mechanical and electrical work to be done. A significant date would be the 22nd of July, when the commissioning and testing of the engine will be done on site. So all of the installation should have been done by then. That's electrical, mechanical, and so forth. Should be done by the 22nd of July, and then we'll have testing there. Then the actual startup is scheduled for the 13th of August. You call it a smoke test. That's when you fire up the engine and get ready for hard work, so to speak, because the engine would have to do some serious work here to keep the power going here on Nevis. So the performance test would be done on the 23rd of August, and then all of the waste material, garbage, and so forth will be removed by at least the 25th of August, and the actual handing over is scheduled for the 26th of August.
With the addition of this new engine, the Nevlec generation station would have the capacity to absorb the load should there be any expansion to their network. Still to come, work continues at the Nevis Cultural Village. The details when we return.
Dancing and whining and fretting till the morning.
If you like
drinking, masquerading, live music always playing.
If you like
Islands of blue seas where people always smiling.
If you like
street jams and bandstands where people will be jamming. Don't you miss this time, no.
Nevis Culturama 43.
Our festival, our legacy.
Culturama 43.
Don't you miss this time, no.
Nevis Culturama 43.
The Caribbean's greatest summer lion.
Nevis Culturama 43.
Don't you miss this time, no.
Nevis Culturama 43.
Our festival, our legacy.
Culturama 43.
Don't you miss this time, no.
Nevis Culturama 43.
The Caribbean's greatest summer lion.
Nevis Culturama 43.
As a responsible taxpayer, you help to finance free health care at all health centers on Nevis. Thank you for putting country above self. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis. Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back. The Department of Community Development is currently hosting a month of activities in celebration of Community Development Month. The director of the department, Janet Meloni, spoke of the roles of her department.
Here we try to see what we can do to encourage community council, and so we go about, we are there having meetings to have management team and community council that will assist in whatever is happening in their communities. And we also assist in community festivals because it means that it helps to build social cohesion and give a sense of pride to community members. One of their mandates is also assisting mitigating against crime and violence, especially among the youthful population. We also manage the centers and we encourage and assist in coordinating activities that take place in the community centers. We are not supposed to do it in isolation. We work with the rest of the community and also to hear from the community as to what they want to see happening in their community and in their community centers.
Director of the Department of Community Development, Janet Meloni. The Nevis Cultural Village is currently undergoing renovation work to prepare for the upcoming Culturama season. Executive Director of the Culturama Secretariat, Abernathy Liebert, outlined the reason for the upgrade.
We saw on Facebook earlier, maybe last week, a release of the artist's impression of what the completed village would look like. And I must say I saw some very positive comments coming from that.
Yes, Huey. Over the years, we had some wooden structures here that were looking very shabby. Actually, those structures were owned by the operators themselves. And so we thought that, we are in the 21st century and we really should revamp the cultural village. The cultural village has been in existence for 21 years and it has not gotten a facelift in the past 21 years. And so we thought that we should come in, do some refurbishment, enhance the food courts, and provide some additional structures such as a police command post.
Liebert also said that a storage area will be designated for the Culturama Committee and a raised platform for preferred seating for individuals who do not want to be a part of the crowd. The executive director also spoke about the additional changes that will take place at the Cultural Village.
We have decided to put an exact replica of what we have at the cultural complex right here to enhance the entry, and this would allow for instead of single file entry that now exists here at the cultural village, we could have 3 sets or 3 rows of persons now entering the cultural village.
Liebert added that the opening of the cultural village will include a bingo.
We are going to be kicking off the opening of the cultural village with a grand bingo. We are teaming up with Randy Jeffers of Lime Beach Bar. I think that the jackpot is going to be $10,000. You can pay $100 for a card, and we'll have some smaller jackpots that will be split up. $5,000 will be split up, some smaller jackpots. So in fact, we'll be giving away $15,000 on that night.
Upgrades to the cultural village are expected to be completed at the end of June. And that brings us to the end of tonight's presentation of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing. Good night.